In my career, I have seen well over 6,000 clients, and there are some questions that clients ask that come up over and over and over again that are very common. And so I thought I would take some of those questions today and give you a quick answer that works really well for you if you're a client or if you're a therapist looking for how to talk through these questions with your clients. Here we go. One of the most common questions I get asked over and over and over is, how many sessions will it take to fix my X problem? And I have a pretty consistent answer for that, which is that it takes a range. It definitely takes more than one session. And usually it takes about 3 to 8 sessions of consistent work, 2 weeks or less between, to really not just make something feel better, but to actually have that feel better stick in the long term and not come back. Obviously, there are going to be some clients that need more sessions to help them and some clients that need less, but that 3 to 8 sessions is the average for most people, and that is a good range to tell clients so that they get a general idea of what they're in for to get a problem to go away. Question 2, what is the best exercise, right? I hear this question over and over, and my pat sort of sarcastic answer is there isn't one. There is no form of exercise that's perfect, and most forms of exercise have a lot of benefits and then some potential problems, right? Running potentially has problems for your knees. Swimming potentially has problems for your shoulder. Yoga potentially has problems for your neck and your back and your hamstrings. Bicycling is really great for your heart and lungs, but really terrible for your low back and your hips and your neck. And so there isn't one great form of exercise, and in general, what I would say to most people is try to vary the exercise as much as you can comfortably. Obviously, we all should be exercising. Our bodies are designed to be moving and under stress and dealing with the outside world, and not just sitting at a desk staring at a screen all day. And so while I certainly don't want to tell people not to do the form of exercise they like the most, because I want them to exercise, I would then say you might want to add in a few consistent pieces of counter exercise, whether it's making sure that you're stretching for 5 to 10 minutes after a workout at the gym, or varying the kind of strength training that you're doing, sometimes doing heavy, sometimes doing light, sometimes doing more full body movements, etc. But variety is really the key to making sure that you're not going to have a potential repetitive stress injury. Another really common question that I get is, what can I do to recover from my upcoming surgery more quickly and not be down and out for as long as I potentially am worried about being? And there's a few different things I'll say to a client in that condition. One, obviously, anything that you do surgically, you want to make sure that you're doing physical therapy afterwards and working with a good physical therapist. When you cut into the body and create scar tissue, you have to move that scar tissue around over and over and over again to get it to heal properly and not just into some giant knot that doesn't move anymore. And so above and beyond massage therapy, I want to make sure that they're seeing a physical therapist 2 to 3 times a week for at least the first couple of months to maybe even 3 or 4 months. In addition to that, then I will tell a client that if you do that and you then see me as a massage therapist every 3 to 4 weeks, in that process, the physical therapy will slowly but surely help you improve, and then the massage therapy session will jump you to a new level that then the physical therapy will take you a little bit higher, then we jump you to a new level. And so the combination of those two things can help you recover a lot more quickly than just one or the other together. Another really common client question that I get asked all the time is, what's the best position to sleep in? And what I say is, it doesn't matter that much. There's just one really bad position to sleep in, which is on your stomach. If you're sleeping on your stomach, that will kill your neck and shoulders over time and be very bad for you. So that is the one thing I would say is not a good idea. And if you are sleeping on your stomach currently, pile a bunch of pillows and bolsters and body pillows together to force yourself to sleep on your side or your back. It's going to be hard, but it's worth it. Your low back and your neck will thank you profusely, right? Sleeping on your stomach is one of the top 5 worst things I think a human can do to themselves. That being said, a lot of clients will ask which one's better, sleeping on your side or your back. And honestly, I don't think that either of those is better or worse. It really depends on what works best for you. This is certainly not the last question that I get that's common. There are dozens others, and we'll probably do more videos with other common questions. But another super common question I get from clients is, how do you do this all day without getting tired, right? And they'll ask it out of concern for me as a therapist. And what I say to them is, honestly, I practice really good body mechanics. And in fact, we have some videos that are really great for helping you with your body mechanics here. I have really good self-care protocols. I make sure that I show up early to get ready so that I'm not feeling rushed. I make sure I've got water. I make sure that I've got food that I can eat quickly between clients and keep my calories up. And so I have this very consistent workflow that allows me to just do this all the time. And in fact, physically, because my body mechanics are really good, and if you really want to learn that stuff, we have really great live classes for that too, which you can see in the description below. But the physical part of it isn't exhausting at all. If I ever get really tired after a day of work, it's because I might have a day where I get 3 or 4 like really powerful personalities that might be dealing with anxiety and PTSD or life issues, and emotionally it piles up enough that I feel a little exhausted by the end of the day. But physically, I could do this twice as much as I do it and feel fine. There you go, some common client questions that I get asked all the time, and my pat answers that I give them because it's happened over and over and over, and those are the answers that I've learned. We'll probably do more of these videos. If you have any burning questions that you wish you knew the answer to, please let us know in the comments below, and we'll definitely talk about and answer some of those questions in a future video. In the meantime, please like and subscribe, and we think you'll like this one too.